Handsum Gambler, one goal, clean sweep, going 5 for 5 every UFC card. I am the Handsum Gambler. This week we're live for UFC Fight Night 262, the Ritter vs. Allen in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. It's an exciting card where I'm looking to make a little green and a big comeback from the brutality of Rio. We're going to rewind everything and recap how Rio was for us. Let's get into it. Rio left me bruised, broke, busted, and disgusted. I literally got kicked out of my hotel and ended up sleeping on the streets in the favelas. I had a churro and a dream, folks. None of it worked out. World's Best Recap starts now. Let's get it. We started hot with Julia Pilastri, who finished Karolina Kowalkiewicz via TKO. It hurt me because KK is definitely a legend. I expected a retirement, but maybe we can get her matched up with another veteran and give her one more go. Good send-off retirement fight for her. Moving on to fight number 2, Michael Aswell over Lucas Almeida. Man, I saw the broken hand at the weigh-ins, but my choice and decision had already been made. There's no backing out then, and I just had to take that one on the chin. Um, I'm glad that he did actually manipulate the system to get his um, medical done for free, as now that he performed, he can get the medical that he needs as far as whatever attention that hand needed. And great way to manipulate the system. It just sucks that it happened on my dime for me betting on him, but well played, Lucas Almeida. Well played. Next up, it was Khan Offley, who submitted Ricardo Ramos with a sick rear naked choke after some nice scrambles going back and forth. Ricardo Ramos had a nasty kind of knee bar, heel hook combination kind of going on, and he scrambled out, got to his back, and rear naked choked. I think this is it for Ricardo Ramos. I think he's going to be fired here shortly, and he'll be back to the under leagues, and the circus will continue from there for him. Next up, I had Janata Denise, who shit the bed over Mario Pinto. I don't know where this guy's takedown defense went. He had just stalled out 9, 10 takedowns in this previous fight, and I don't think he stopped one of Pinto's takedowns, not one. Um, it was almost like he planned on Pinto standing across from him and not even attempting to grapple. It is very strange. But I don't want to take away from how good Mario Pinto did look, because he did look phenomenal. It was a great um, game plan that him and his team worked up to get that win over Janata Denise. Had to eat that one too, but tough night at the office for me. Next up, it was I had Montel Jackson over Davison Figueiredo. Once again, it was like he planned on Biggie just striking with him for 15 minutes. Biggie didn't look his best, but very workmanlike, kept him off guard um, all the way through the fight. Made him think he wanted to strike, and then he wrestled. When he wrestled, he struck, and just all around great game plan for Biggie and the boys. They they, they got it done. Montel Jackson, I don't know. I don't know what's next for him. But very workmanlike performance for Figgy. I don't know what's next for him either. Kind of a weird matchup, as it really only works if the under guy or the new star on the rise actually wins. So I don't know what's next now, but very good performance from a UFC vet. Um, it was a bad night for me, folks. But what I did is I ended up throwing the rest of my bankroll on Charlie Olives, the money line, and I threw the other half on the sub KO prop double chance. I hit big. It brought me back to even on the night. So um, I did lose with a 90% of my picks, but Charlie Olives, the Prince of Rio, brings me back, and we're still in the game, baby. We're still in the game. Um, 50K bonuses went to Charlie Olives, Vitor Petrino for that nasty fucking uppercut that he hit. Whew, I don't even remember the dude's name. Thomas the Train. I don't remember his name, Thomas the Train. That nasty ass uppercut, just that's candidate for knockout of the year. I I believe that's candidate for knockout of the year. That was nasty shit, and definitely deserved the 50K bonus. So it was Charlie Olives, Vitor Petrino, Beatrice Mesquita, and Julia Pilastri got 50 G's each. Fade parade, folks. Fade parade. Who stunk up the building? Who was it? Who stunk up the building? This week we got Ricardo Ramos. I said it earlier, he's cooked. I don't think he deserves his job in the UFC anymore. He's had some absolute killers, and this was a layup, and he dropped the ball big time. Like, I don't know what's next for this kid, but he will not be on this show anymore. I can tell you that. Ricardo Ramos is cooked in my book. Normal money is going on him. And the runner up is Vicente Luque. Please get this guy out of the UFC. Vicente Luque, you need to retire. Um, the CTE that you could potentially get or worsen depending on where you're at, the brain bleed from a couple years back. I please, like, we don't need anything bad happening in this sport right now, especially to a legend like you. There is analyst positions I'm sure that they need all over South America, and I feel like you're the perfect candidate. Take some classes, figure out what it takes to be one of these analysts, and sit your ass down, bro. But the fight game has passed you by, and you're just gonna hurt yourself at this point. Moving on to a higher note. Let's jump into these picks for UFC 262, I believe this is. Yeah, 262. Der Ritter against Brandon All In Howard. Let's get these picks in. Pick number one. Um, we're going straight in to try to start the night hot. I'm taking this Melissa Croden over Tayanora Lisboa. Um, she looks violent on tape. Finished her last two fights. Height advantage, reach advantage, power advantage. Lisboa is not UFC ready, in my opinion. Um, but this is lower levels women MMA, so please tread lightly. But I'm riding with Melissa Croden. Pick number two. I'm going to take Eamon Zahabi over Marlon Vera. This one is all about momentum and game planning to me. The Hobby Brothers, or they're in dialed in 6 fight winning streak. They're cooking something in Montreal lab that I don't know what's up, but they got something cooking right now. And until I see him lose, I'm riding with it. So I'm taking Eamon Zahabi over Marlon Vera. If you want a method of victory, I'm gonna go decision because I mean, on top of all of this momentum, 6 fight winning streak, um, it's his home turf. Pick number three, Stephanie Luciano over Ravina Oliveira. Money line and the decision prop. Two separate bets. Younger, taller, longer, better striker, 80% takedown defense, clean striking, composed beyond her years, easy working coming is what it looks like. This girl, Ravina Oliveira, can get her ground game going. It could be a problem, but from what the tape looks like, it's only about maybe a 20-25% chance that I think Ravina can actually make that happen. So I'm riding with Luciano. Fight number four, I'm taking Bruno Silva over Park Hyung Sung, money line and decision prop also. Um, Better camp, better schedule, better chin. Silva's more well-rounded. He's more battle-tested. I see him grinding this one out. It's going to be a tough 3-round war, but I got Bruno Silva on the money line and the decision prop. No hometown edge to anybody in this fight. So I feel like the dog comes out of Bruno and gets it done. Pick number five. This is my least confident pick, and I really didn't want to do this, but I feel like I have to. I'm taking Kevin Holland over Mike Malott. This is an easy fight. He's a much better all around fighter, but he just finds a way to lose fights. But I feel like with what we've seen from Malott, he doesn't have that killer instinct that it takes to finish a guy like Kevin Holland. This is just my opinion. So I see this going either. It's hard as this is to say. I see if Mike Malott doesn't dominate every minute of this fight, I think Kevin Holland wins. Puts hands all over him. He's going to have a reach advantage. I think he's going to have a serious grappling advantage too. Maybe enough to even get the sub. But I'm taking Kevin Holland, sketchy ass money line. So first pick of the night, sketchy. Last pick of the night, sketchy. But I mean, you gotta dog it out sometimes. You gotta make some not so savory decisions, and I feel like that's where we're going this where we're going this. A lot is he's a promising prospect, but I just feel like he's just slightly level. There's a slightly higher level as Kevin Holland. And I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like. He's going to play spoiler this weekend. Knockout prop is on the line if you're looking for some plus money. But I do like the sub prop also. Gonna jump into that main event league, folks. That unofficial main event league that paid off last week. Maybe I'll make it a official now since it's actually fucking paid off. I don't know. We're just gonna call it the main event lean as of right now. And we'll decide on it. Kind of ramble into tonight, but it's been a tough day. Back doing jujitsu, so definitely in shape, but tired. The main event lean is Renner de Ritter over Brendan Allen. Taller, longer, gets hit less, better ground game. I stand by that because only one of these guys has went to a draw with Andre Gopal. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. RDR money line, RDR sub props on the line, RDR inside the distance, RDR by decision. But I think it's inside the distance. Um, Brendan Allen wins this fight by knockout in the first 3 minutes, and if that doesn't happen, I see as the fight goes longer, then Ritter just takes over because of the gas tank and the fact that he was planning on fighting this whole time. Yeah, that's the pick. It's another episode of the Handsome Gambler. We're back, we're focused, and this week we're chasing the bag. Vancouver, pay me. Bring in the cash. Drop a like, hit the subscribe, tell a friend. Every week we're crushing it here at the Handsome Gambler. Even when we're losing, we're winning. We always find a way back to the pay window. Stay sharp, play smart, bet on charm, and win with style. I am the Handsome Gambler, and I'll see you next week. Cashing out.
It's the greatest team of all time. That squad right there.